guys, this is sort of like an extra video just because I really wanted to make one because I am in my new room and I wanted to show you guys. Oh, the camera, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to film. The camera angles might be a little funky the next couple of videos, but I am in my new room and I will not be setting up my big bookshelves because we are staying in this house for sure for at least 6 months, but we don't know if afterwards we're gonna live here permanently or if we're gonna go elsewhere. So I'm not gonna unpack everything because in case we do end up moving in 6 months, because that would just suck. So the only books out are ones that I want to read. And this is my little bookshelf corner in my room. And I also have a fun little book haul, which I do need some coffee because I'm quite tired. Yesterday was the big move day. It was very crazy. I am going to show you guys a little bit of my room just for fun. And yeah, but we're going to do the room tour first and then the book haul. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the door. That's my little book corner. Here is my keyboard that will be out of my room if we end up staying here permanently. But then there's like my bed with my nightstand and my lamp and my little stack. So a book box, my dresser, some more, lots of boxes, and then just some nice closet space. I do have a really nice window. There's many, but there's definitely a lot of potential for this room. It is quite larger than my old one, so I will definitely be showing you guys if I do put together my full bookshelves. Here's just a quick overview of the room, how it looks right now, and yeah, there's a lot of potential for setting up the whole library shebang, but I just have my TBR books out right now, or I like to call it my personal library because it's just so fun to be able to go over and get a book and read it and not have to wait a couple weeks for it to come from the library. But I did get some more books. I'm trying not to buy books, but I tell you guys, the warehouse thrift store that I've been telling you guys about is a problem because they get such good books and it's organized so well and I love it so much. But I honestly don't feel very guilty about having lots of books because they're thrifted, as well as I can just go and pick up and read them. And I live in a very small town and the library catalog isn't very big, even if I were to order a book in from like a different library. So a lot of the books I want to read are not in the library system, unfortunately, but that's why I do like having my own little collection of books that I can just pick up and read. Baby, she's having a hard time a little bit moving. She's a little bit scared. She doesn't want to go up the stairs yet, which I will tell you, these stairs, if I ever stop posting, it's because I fell down these stairs and died. They are so steep. I'm not even kidding. I'm just going to show you guys some quick little thrifting scores that I've gotten. The first one is Ariel. This is a poem collection by Sylvia Plath. She wrote The Bell Jar, which is a book I am very interested in reading. But I saw this and I thought this would be a good place to start just to see if I like her writing style. And, you know, only $1. It's a little beat up. One of the pages is like stuck out, fallen out. That's okay. It's just a trial book. Oops, I can't get it back in, to see if I like Sylvia Plath's writing. And then if I do, she has some full novels that I could read. So that's book 1. Book 2 is an autobiography, The 12 Caesars by Suetonius. And he was a historian to the Emperor Hadrian, a private secretary to Emperor Hadrian, and he had access to the imperial archives, and he wrote about 12 of the Caesars of ancient Rome who had absolute power over the empire. And it sounds very interesting. I do really love ancient history, so this will be very interesting to read, and this is a nice copy of it. I am gonna go let baby out. She's being very demanding, right? So I'll be right back. Okay, next, I actually have already read this one, and that's The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. I have heard of this, and I thought it would be a good sort of more like darker, spookier book for the fall months. And this copy is a little beat up. The spine is not the best, but I do quite like it. The font is very huge, and there are like black and white illustrations. So this was a very fun book, but I'm not going to go into depth about what I thought about it. That'll be elsewhere. Then I have had this book for quite a while. I don't think I've ever shown it to you guys though. This is Mythology by Edith Hamilton. This is a collection of myths from Greek, Roman, Norse, all those sort of myths. And this was just on my nightstand and I would pick it up and read a bit, so I haven't gotten very far, but I do just leave it on my nightstand and I pick it up. I read some of it on occasion, but I think I'm definitely more into mythology now, so I don't think I will like it more now. It is a very cool book, and it does have some illustrations I'm trying to find, but I don't know who that is. But so yeah, I think I will like it better now. But yeah, I've had that one for quite a while. I just don't think I've ever shown you guys. Next we have Lord of the Flies by William Golding. This is a book I've wanted to read, and I found copies before at thrift stores, but they were all pretty beat up, or just the layout of the book and the formatting was so atrocious I didn't want to read it. Like the font was so small, it was really bad. But this is a book I'm very interested in reading. This is a more dystopian novel about a bunch of boys who get left on an island and they sort of descend into anarchy. I think, yeah, British schoolboys marooned on a tropical island reveal the dark base side of humanity as they descend into savagery. But this is a really nice copy. It has deckled edges, and I know some people don't like them, but I really do. I quite like deckled edges. So I'm glad I finally found a copy that I would actually want to read, because I have wanted to read this book for quite a while. Then we have Beowulf and Beowulf the Warrior, and this is retold by Ian Sarah. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Sarah Rieler. But Beowulf has been a book I've wanted to read for quite a while. I also know that J.R.R. Tolkien retold it too, so I would definitely want to read his version of it. But this is an epic. It's not Greek. It's 1200 years old. It is the oldest epic in the English language, and it has been something I've wanted to read for a while, so I thought, why not give it a try? It's got some fun, like, medieval style illustrations in it, so we'll see. Then I have Just So Stories by Rudyard Kipling. These are sort of more fable style stories that deal very closely with the animal kingdom and the animal world. And the stories do delve into deeper themes, such as the creation of humanity and where humanity came from. So I think it's something that I will like, because I do like fables as well as I like stories with deeper meanings. Not gonna lie, one of my greatest fears about when I'm reading sort of more classical philosophical literature is there's gonna be like a deeper meaning and I'm just gonna miss it. Like, I'm gonna be stupid and not understand it. So I'm always worried about that when I read something that's like, this explores deeper themes of da 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 da. I'm like, I hope I catch on to them and I don't just take it at face value. But then I have a really nice copy of Tanglewood Tales by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This is a bunch of retellings of Greek myths. There's Circe's Palace. What was the other one? The Dragon's Teeth, Circe's Palace, the Pygmies, the Minotaur, and then an introduction. But and the Golden Fleece. And there are some beautiful pictures in this copy. But Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote The Scarlet Letter, which is a very famous novel. And I wanted to read stuff by him, and I thought this would be a great place to start, especially since I'm really getting into mythology, I feel. So this will be a really good place to start with his works, and I'll probably, if I like it, keep going with his novels. Then my absolute favorite find out of this whole haul is this stunning edition of Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky, and it is a 1953 International Collector's Library edition, and it is so beautiful. And it also does have deckled edges. It has very lovely art in it. I really like the art style, and the font is actually very nice and large, which I am reading The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky, and I'll show you what I'm working with in this book. This is, okay, so funny story. I found the text block of this story at a thrift store or a yard sale, and I got it, and it was like perfect time to practice my bookbinding. So this case was made by me, but I am about 70 pages in, and the font is so small, so incredibly small. The pages are they're like Bible thin. It's interesting. It's a little rough, but I'm not completely, it's like, I thought it would be harder to read his work, but it's really not, so we'll see. I am very glad that this one, the font is actually nice and digestible, not literally as condensed as possible, because I think that's what they try to do here. They try to condense this book as much as possible, because this book is 700 pages long. And yeah, probably not going to finish it by the end of this month, I will tell you that. But that is a little book haul plus a little room tour. This is going to be the background for all the videos in the next couple of months. But if we do stay here permanently, I'm so excited to set up my library. I have been thinking about how I'm going to organize it, and I'm really excited. So that is this quick little video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry if I'm a little dumb in this video. I am quite tired. Yesterday was a very big move day. We moved all the beds and stuff, but yeah, that's this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I found some awesome bookish thrifting finds recently, and goodbye.